I'm not talking about you, right? I'm looking at you, but you're talking about loving on me. We don't work like that. Well, better yet, let me ask you, what's love according to the Bible? I'm asking you, what is love according to
Love is patient.
Get 1 John 5:2. We're gonna break down what's love for you. I'm going to deal with you because you asked a reasonable question. And plus, that's only right because if she want to learn something, you gotta break it down to her. Okay, we're just staying in the scriptures.
1 John chapter 5 verse 2.
Yep.
By this we know that we are loved of the children of God.
Yep.
That we love God and keep His commandments.
And keep His commandments. Keep reading.
Just to love my brothers, not you my brother.
Keep reading.
I'm commanded to love you. That's
For
the
this
greatest
is the love of
commandment.
God, that we keep His commandments, and His commandments are not grievous.
And His commandments are not grievous. Keep reading.
For whatsoever is born of God overcometh the world.
Yeah.
And this is the victory that overcometh the world, even our faith.
Now, what should your faith be based on? On love? Get Romans 10 and 17 for him real quick. We're just going to use you for edification, okay? Because I'm already sensing you're not going to get it, okay? Because it just said the keeping of the
That's not edifying to say that.
Well, it is edifying for the people that's watching because if they want to know what love is,
Right in front of you.
yeah.
Who, if, let's just say that you really know Jesus and love Jesus.
Well, we know the Lord because we deal with Him according to the Bible,
Okay.
but we know
And
that
so
image
we're
right there,
people
that's not the
watching
Lord.
you. We're people here
Okay.
right now
Yeah.
watching you.
Yeah, we're dealing with
But
you.
you're dealing with us. You're not edifying us. You're not encouraging us.
Yeah, we told you what love is. It's keeping the commandments.
But you're going to deal with us.
I am dealing with you. We're conversing. That's what I meant by dealing.
I think that means dealing with all of this.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't use that much slang. Okay. Read that real quick. Romans.
Are you guys from Charlotte or from Mary?
Huh?
Are you guys from Charlotte or from
You from around this area? Get Romans chapter 10, verse 17.
Romans chapter 10 verse.
Romans 10 and 17.
Romans chapter 10 verse 17.
Yep.
So then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of God.
That's the word of God. So your faith should be built on the word.
And who is the word of God?
Huh?
Who is the word of God according to 1 John?
It's the Lord.
Beginning was the word.
It's the Lord. And who is
Yeah,
the
and what
Lord?
he said, "Lo, I come in the volume of the book. It's written of me." And part of that is believing.
Says God is love.
Okay.
So I said faith should be based on love. I said the same thing that you
Okay.
said.
But the commandments, keeping the commandments, it's love. Get that, John 15 and 14. It's 14, 15, excuse me. That's the dyslexia.
Without love, though, without love, keeping commands without love is death.
The commandments is love. Like for an example, you his woman, right? Y'all married, right? Now, the law says thou shalt not commit adultery, right? Adultery is if I take your woman and I sleep with her. Okay? That would be adultery. Now, is that love if I do that? No.
And I wouldn't recommend it.
And that's covenant, right? That's one of the commandments, right? Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife or anything that belongs to thy neighbor. All right? Now, if I did, say if I went against the commandment, that's not showing love to him. And that's grieving you. And you have every right to be angry with me, right? And that's a sin unto death. Okay? Committing adultery. So, to say, oh, it's just love, no, love is keeping the commandments. Because if I had a woman, I wouldn't want another man sleeping with her. Okay? I would be highly upset. I'll feel disrespected. My woman, okay, she shouldn't do that because if she loved her husband as she loved herself, she wouldn't sleep with the other dude. So that love is based on the commandments. It ain't just some, oh, I love you. No, a love is an action. We're going to read that. Read that.
John chapter 14, verse 15.
Yep.
If ye love me, keep my commandments.
That's the Lord saying that. He said, if you love me, keep the commandments. And one of his commandments was that you should love your neighbor as thyself. That's the whole keeping of the law.
I mean, I agree with that. That's true.
Now go to Romans 13, verse 8
However,
and down.
it says, if you love me. So what about those who don't know him yet? Like, we know Jesus.
No.
You know Jesus. You're telling me you know Jesus.
Read this. Read this.
But
Paul
what about
breaking
those
down.
people who say
But listen.
that they don't know him? What about those people who don't know him yet?
But you said love is outside of the commandments, and I just gave you a prime example of what love is, and I asked you, how would you feel? Is that me loving you if that's your woman, and I sleep with your woman, commit adultery? You said no, that
wouldn't be love.
that wouldn't be love.
Would be fulfill a passion of your
That's sinning.
flesh, maybe, but that wouldn't be love. Because
You telling me you wouldn't be upset?
love is a higher sense. I know in this society, people need different things by love.
But you telling me you wouldn't feel any rage, any animosity, you wouldn't feel disrespected?
I would if my wife decided to do that with me. You know?
I don't want your woman. It's just an example, man. It's just an example.
I know. I'm just talking hypothetically.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm
It's an
not scared
example.
about that at all because we are
I won't do that.
Yeah, like it's for real.
I won't do that because I wouldn't want that done to me. The Lord said the golden rule is what? Do unto others as thou would do as you would want them done unto yourself. This is the whole keeping of the law and prophets. But when you read the law and prophets, it's teaching you what not to do and what you can do. And what not to do, which we about to read that real quick. Romans chapter 13, verse 8 and down.
Romans chapter 13, verse 8.
Yep.
Owe no man anything, but to love one another.
To love one another, right? That was the top commandment of the Lord, right?
And that's what I said to you when I came.
Let's keep reading, because remember, Paul was taught by the Lord. Okay, it says that in Galatians. Keep reading.
For he that loveth another hath fulfilled the law.
He that loveth another has fulfilled the law.